It is Monday, time for our accountability and success call. I'm Vanessa, and I am your confidence and success coach. Thank you for being here today. Today, we are going to do what we do. We're going to share. And, we have the holiday season coming up. I want each of you to let us know what you have going on in your business, or whether you are winding down. What are you doing? And then I'm going to talk, and actually what I'm talking about today is kind of a continuation of what we discussed last week. So I'm going to talk about 4 kind of profit leaks that happen in our businesses because we're not really putting focus towards it. So I will get to that near the end of this, but let's all say hello. Hi, Sarah, welcome. And so I have Lori on my screen first as she's muting herself.
I thought my dogs were about to start barking.
Oh, okay. You're good. What have you got going on, and what is your goal for this week?
Well, today has been a move things, get organized, clean up day so we can get our Christmas tree up.
Okay.
I was able to complete my first attempt at a video. I think it came out pretty well. Catalog is almost done. And I have ghosts. They're called cats. And then just rev it up for hitting the new year with bang.
Fantastic. Awesome. Get those catalogs wrapped up, you guys, so you can step into the new year with that thing ready to go. All right. Well done, Laurie. Joanne.
Yeah, I think I'm a few steps behind Laurie. I'm still busy on my catalog. Last week I don't think I got anything I wanted done. Everything's still loose and open. So I'm starting again. I'm still continuing. But yeah, the catalog's still going, and I got some requests for my speakers packet. So I'm emailing those off and following up with those today. And I got some podcast asks if I want to do that. So I'm just following up and trying to get that catalog down to one page. One pages per topic.
Per topic. Yes, I got you. That can be another job in itself. So, but let me know if you need help. We're looking forward to seeing what you got going, how it's coming along. Awesome. All right, Miss Beatrice, you're up, darling.
What a week we had last week. I was sick all week. I had a cold and couldn't even go see my brand new 2.5-month-old grandbaby. So I had to stay inside. Yeah, it was one of those, cause Shauna, to be honest with you, I missed that little face, that little bubbly face.
Yeah.
But I'm better now. But the thing about it is that God shows us stuff. When he allows stuff like that to happen in our lives, he's showing us stuff. And last week, 2 of my ghostwriting clients decided that they're going to wait until the beginning of the year for us to really get started on their books. And that's giving me more time to get my Achieve system stuff done.
There you go.
I'm just thankful. And that's it. God bless y'all.
And you feeling better, baby girl?
Yes, I am feeling much better. Thank you so much.
Happy to hear that. Awesome. David, you stepped away, so I'm going to come to you now. Ooh,
yes, this is my book. I don't know if you can see it too well.
There
The
you
Land
go.
of Lost Socks.
Oh,
yep.
So cute.
I wrote this a while back, and I talked to Vanessa and Robert, and they're going to help me get in the bookstores. It's about a little boy who loves his socks, but one of them doesn't come back from the wash. And then the 2 socks, lefty and righty. Righty has to find out, he's a little naive sock, just like the little boy has to find out where lefty went and where did it go. Very exciting story. The 2 socks in the dryer. Sometimes they never come back from the dryer, and we always want to find out why. So that's a project I'm working on with the Raymonds, and really appreciate all your help on that. And like I said earlier, I've got a huge project going to launch this week for the upcoming year, which is going to be big for a lot of people. And then I got a side project having to do with custom trucks. So if anybody knows anybody with a custom truck, got some really cool things going on with that too. Big events next year, including Bristol, Tennessee at the Motor Speedway and some other things. So busy.
Busy. Love it. Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, David. Laura, birthday girl.
So, in the morning, I do my self-care stuff. So I've been finishing since I started working with Craig, and I've been reading through, I don't know if you, Susan Tulleen, I'm trying to remember.
Celine? Mhm.
Talene, your brand DNA. So I've been working through that and finished and getting myself all squared away and in alignment with my brand. And there's Nithika, my other fellow Sagittarian. And so anyway, I am enjoying the interviews with my Facebook group, and they've been getting lots of engagement, which I'm really happy about and excited to keep doing those. So that's just stuff that I'm working on. I still need to go physically check out the places of where I'm going to launch my meetup group next month. But I'm just I'm spending the rest of the year kind of finishing, taking care of me and putting in alignment and getting everything ready to run for the new year. So
Awesome, girl. Fantastic. All sounds great. Awesome. Keep the momentum going. I love hearing all the momentum. Flo, it was so nice to see you the other night at Happy Hour Friday night, and he's joining us today here on the Mastermind. Welcome.
How are you doing, Vanessa?
Very good. Now, who here does not know Flo? Show of hands. All right, Flo. So I'm going to make this an opportunity for you to introduce yourself and tell everyone what you do.
Sure. Hello, everybody. So my name is Florian De Castro, but everyone calls me Flo. I run a media company, and we're basically your one-stop shop from anywhere from content creation to content distribution. So we're able to, if you live in Colorado, we're able to broadcast over a radio station called Power Talk 1040. You can actually look at our lineup on the online on our website called powertalk1040.com. Aside from that, we also do digital media advertising, branding and marketing, as well as able to do mobile billboard ads. Now, those two we're able to do nationwide. So the mobile billboard ads are pretty much, if you see those big trucks and semis barreling down the streets, we're able to actually do advertising on those, on select vehicles and whatnot. So that's roughly in a nutshell what we do.
Fantastic. Thank you, Flo. And if you'll be so kind, if you have a link for that radio station that people can check out, feel free to put it in the chat, and they can look at that.
Sure, I just did.
Okay, thank you. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing. Kim, you're up next, my love. How is all the YouTube-ness going?
Oh, the YouTube-ness. Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you. Hi, everybody. It's exciting. It's like, whoa. On Gary Barnes's call, I put out, names, and Gary came up with the Kim Conrad Show, and very big, and and that feels very right. So the guy that's doing my marketing is now got a banner up. So I'll put the link in the chat. And if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do so. There's like heading toward 1,400 subscribers now. And my featured video on its own continues to grow. It's about to hit 6,000 now.
Yay!
It's
Whoa, we all celebrating with you, girl.
Thank
That's
you. It's
awesome.
just showing me, affirming that indeed what I do, what I say, what I write, what I choose to share has a lot of value. And and lots of learning going on. So and a note, and I'll put it in the chat, that the banner and everything I like a lot. The 3 words on the bottom at the moment was an offer from my guy, education, motivation, and inspiration. And I'm changing it to motivation, inspiration, and innovation. Because I realize that I'm constantly innovating everything. And then I have been I put together with some clients 2 modalities that are actually helping them rewrite their nervous system, like in one session. So
Wow.
in one process, so that they know that they went through this experience, but it has absolutely no charge anymore. It's fascinating. So So up-leveling all of that and expanding and growing and becoming. There you go.
Wonderful, my darling. We are
Yeah.
so happy for you. Congratulations. You know, when we get momentum, if we are consistent, and this shows it again, the momentum will keep going and will keep growing. It's about consistency in the end. All right. Okay. I see Annette stepped away for a second. So Sarah, so good to see you, lovely.
So good to see you as well. Super excited. I have booked hotel, presentation place, everything for teaching Reiki to nurses, RNs, in the Yucatan in Caba. And so super excited about that. It'll be over St. Patrick's Day-ish time. That, and then had a fabulous conversation with my web designer yesterday, who said, when you are ready to do the speaking part, I can help you with connections with that. And so it just made me feel so good that I had done Achieve University and that I have my speaker one sheet ready to go. And so just so grateful for all that you and Rob continue to train and teach and encourage us to do, because it really does pay off. And sometimes not in the exact moment when it's done. Sometimes there's some editing that needs to take place through that, and maybe forever always the editing. However, it works, and I'm just super excited about it. Thank you.
That's awesome, Sarah. And I'm so excited for your training with the nurses. I think that is huge, huge step. So congratulations. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing. And I see Annette is back. So I'm going to chat with Annette. What's happening in your world, darling?
Hello, everyone. I am super excited. I want to give a shout out to Sarah. I know she was just talking, but I just received a copy of her book. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just beautiful. And it's right up my alley because it's I've been setting goals since Achieve University. And so this is going to help me achieve some of those goals that I want to achieve, but it's just a beautiful book. And I hope you guys get a chance to take a look at it and do some goal setting. So I know we're all goal setting here. But this week has been, it's been a little on hold. I was able to get a landing page together though. So I'm working on that, redoing my website. And I don't know if you guys know Anthony Pritchard. He's a part of Achieve Systems. He's been helping me. He did my video, and then we're redoing my website. So he just sent me a mock-up for my landing page. And so I'm working on that. And then the next move is for my catalog. So that's on my agenda, my goal setting. So that's, I hope
Again,
everything.
another one on the roll. Good, Annette. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Annette.
I hope
Yeah,
everyone has a
sometimes
great
we
week.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sometimes we just need to take that pause, slow down to speed up and just kind of sit back and go, okay. Sometimes you need to just take some time to organize so that you can move forward faster. So fantastic. Thanks for
Yes, thank
sharing,
you.
Annette. All right, Shauna, good to see you, honey. What's new in your world? What's happening?
Too. So what's happening with me and some goals for this week is I did a little mini version of a little get together yesterday. I was going to have a big event, but I cut that down, postponed that, but still was able to take care of some lingering people who were still interested. So I was able to get with them more in a coffee intimate setting, give them, some education on what I have to offer them as far as a 30-day reset of resetting your mind, body, and soul through exercise and frequency therapies and things like that. So, so then this week and kind of for the rest of the year, I'm going to continue to try and promote that. Yes, socially, but more on personal messages, like you had reminded us last week, how more effective that is. So I'm even getting likes, I'll post the information on Facebook and there's not much interaction, not much comments, but there's a lot of likes. And so I'm going to start personally messaging those likes and seeing what kind of traction I can get from that. So it'll be great because I'll be traveling kind of the rest of this month. So it'll go hand in hand with being able to still travel and still trying to make some income. So I'm looking forward
Yes.
to it.
Fantastic. I love that you're doing those personal outreaches. Those are the ones that give you the returns, most definitely. And so fantastic. Thanks, Shona. Thanks for sharing. I just see, okay, people are posting some things for you in the chat. If you want some information there, have a look at that. Robert and Noel, good to see you both. Long time no see.
Yes.
Let's all
Seems
just
like-
give Craig a hand for a fantastic happy hour on Friday. That was incredible. Oh my gosh. I think we had, Rob said 86 people there show up. It was, was big. Well, all right. So Robert and Noel, what do you guys have going on?
Well, I'll just double that. All the networking events that the Achieve puts on are just amazing. Colorado Springs definitely knocks it out of the park. But there is another one this weekend up in Westminster. If you know anybody in the area, I think Robin, Vanessa, and us will be there for sure. I am focusing on writing. I just did my 3rd blog for 3 weeks in a row. So working on just being consistent. And then I had mentioned to a couple people here when we were at the happy hour, I was struggling with my continuing education course that I had started back in August when we went to a university. And I am now 1/3 done, I believe, with the content for that. So real excited and just trying to get that momentum up at the end of the year to keep moving.
Good.
So continue. My goal is to be on 2 podcasts every week and record 2 podcasts on my own every week. And so doing that, I also hope to schedule 16 meetings in between. So 20 connections during a week. Started in December doing 2 TikTok videos a day. And so that's a new outlet. And of course we post those on Facebook and Instagram as well. But they're designed to build an audience on TikTok. So that's a new aspect, and just scheduled a recording for next week with Tom Ziegler on our podcast. So
Nice.
podcast continues to do its thing in the whole connecting space.
Fantastic. Wow. That's a lot. 2 podcasts, 16 meetings, 2 of your own shows. Man, you're working it. I love it. And Noel, congratulations on getting through that writer's block there.
I do want to ask you if you have an update on the wellness book.
Yes. So the rest of the chapters should be here by, he said the 8th at the latest. He's edited everything up till I think chapter 16. So there's like 4 chapters left. So we're getting that. And then we're going into formatting. So formatting, normally it shouldn't take longer than a week. And then we'll be ready for pre-launch and launch. You guys can then basically order your books. So once formatting is through, then we can get it up in KDP and start ordering.
I'm patiently waiting.
I know, guys, I know. It's been, wow. I know. You've been very patient and I really appreciate it. It's a big project, but we are so close. Okay, we're almost there. So anyway, thank you. Thanks, you guys. Oh yeah, and look at the postcards. Our postcards came. They look awesome. All right, 2 more. Mythica, my love. Always good to see you, honey.
Hi.
Hi. Happy birthday for earlier this week. And
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday, yes.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, I can't keep it straight from one day to the next.
Yes. Well, thank you for your birthday wishes. And
Oh.
Kim too. Thank you for your birthday wishes.
Of course.
Yeah, I was a little bit behind this week because I've been sick. So apparently I have a sinus infection, so I'm on antibiotics and I just started them, so I can't wait for that to kick in. And because I wanted to be book writing, and I don't know if you've ever had like a head cold and your head is just stuffed. It's very difficult to write when your head is in pain and it's difficult to think. So I'm sure that in the next day or 2, once the antibiotics kick in, that'll clear up and I can get on my writing schedule. So
Okay, sweetheart. Well, you just focus on-
self-care is my top priority at the moment.
focus on getting better, feeling better. I'll share with you. I'm on Dayquil. Nothing Dayquil can't fix, dude. Love my Dayquil. It's all good, you know.
I
whatever.
took Dayquil too, but it does not fix a
Not for
sinus
sinus.
infection.
No, sinus infection, it won't
Yeah.
do anything. I just have a cold. I'm good. But you feel better. And thanks for being here. Craig,
Hello, beautiful people.
last but not the least.
Yep, sorry I was a few minutes late joining. I was actually held over on a pretty exciting call, so I'll start with that. I actually just, I got a call randomly from someone who found me on Google, on my Google My Business page. He is in Detroit, and his assistant actually found me looking for a coach to do a handoff from one of his current clients. And he's taken her as far as he's able to with what he focuses on. And so that's really great. That was the genesis of our call. But what really was exciting was, and what kept me late, was that he actually wants to transition a pretty large portion of his coaching business over to me, because he's 20% beyond capacity. And he also doesn't work with the same clients that I work with. So anyways, we have a follow-up call on Wednesday to talk about that specifically. Thank you. That could be a game changer. Yeah, it's
We're all celebrating with you.
so yeah, pretty excited about that. Obviously, I guess like everybody else, goals, you know, I was looking at my calendar this morning where I am about a week and a half away from being done with my year. And that's a weird thing to say, but I'm actually intentionally putting the cork in 2022 on the 19th of December, because I just want to have some time to bandwidth out for the rest of the year. I'll still be maintaining my client meetings. So Laura, Kim, all you guys, don't worry. Like I'll still be there for our calls as scheduled, but I'm not taking on anything new. And the reason I'm taking that time is so that I can focus on some pretty serious goal setting activities. I've been in rooms and conversations with pretty much everybody on here at one point or another over the last couple of weeks. And Robert, I just saw your meeting request come through. So way to squeak it in the last minute there. So I'm really focused on two things going into 2023. I want to level up my coach or my speaking game. You know, Vanessa, you and I talked about that on Friday. So I have a few strategic meetings set up to get on stage a lot more in 2023. And the other projects are, I'm finally going to finish my book that I've been working on for about 4 years. It'll be my 5th title, but probably my biggest book to date. I have a publishing arrangement in place for that. And I'm also going to do a follow-on book to it that'll be much shorter, titled at this point, Leaders Let, about how leaders let people lead. And that's really an exciting project for me, because it's something that I've actually learned just this year how to become more effective at. And a lot of that has been as a result of my experiences with people like Robert and Vanessa and a lot of you on the call. So that's kind of what I'm working on. Super excited about it. There is a new networking chapter. Speaking of Colorado Springs events, I'm putting it in the chat for you guys. If you want to join that group, that is a networking group specifically for the 719 area down here in Southern Colorado. But you are more than welcome to jump into that. I know that Laura has one. I'm sure there are others on the call and elsewhere, but a lot of these chapters are popping up everywhere, and we're excited about them because we're going to have some really fantastic events hooked to them. Our first one is scheduled for February 9th. And although that seems really far out, there's a lot to do. We're bringing in a really incredible speaker. And the theme of that event is making kindness your superpower in your business. And so definitely get plugged into that group and don't miss all of the things that are coming up there. Jessica Peterson is actually running the front end of most of those activities. So that's it. So I got.
Thank you. Thanks, Craig. Well, you guys, what a beautiful call today. We all have a lot going on. I will ask you all to think of me this weekend. I'm going to Dallas to speak at Emily's event, the Action to Win conference. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my first talking to doctors and dentists. So yeah, send me a little bit of good juju all the way over there. It'll be fun. But just before we say goodbye, we have a few minutes left here. I wanted to talk about 4 of the big profit leaks that can happen in our businesses, because, you know, and this, like I said, really connects with what I talked about last week. But it goes a little bit further than that. So, you know, so much of everything that we see around on the internet or that we learn is all about gaining new customers, right? It's about acquisition, doing those calls, getting those new clients in. But the best run businesses in the world really puts also, as well as on acquisition, they also put a lot of focus towards the customer journey and the customer retention and renewal and upsell and all those things that is important to keep the back end side of the business running, right? The things that bring money to your bottom line, not those upfront new clients coming in, but what do you have in place for those clients that are past clients or clients that you're working with currently, right? So I want to just highlight 4 areas here that most business owners are losing massive amounts of income on. So, and these things can impact your business right away if you just go and you put a little bit more focus towards those and spend a little time on putting those things in place. So number 1 is inactive customers, right? What are you doing to stay in touch with your inactive customers, past customers, customers that might have engaged with you before, but they're not engaged with you right now, or people that you've spoken to, but they haven't really engaged yet, right? So I want you to think about, you know, what do you have in place? Not just maybe an email that goes out once a month, but what else? What are the ways do you have to engage them? And I'm going to use Achieve as an example because that's what all our social networking events are about. They're not just about bringing new people in. They're also about giving those people that are inactive with us, that have been with us, that want to reconnect with us, an opportunity to come and see us, right? So there's many different ways you can do this. But, you know, past customers buy from service-based businesses in a habitual and a cyclical way. So that means they may be in the cycle or they may be out of the cycle, and they come in and they go out. So if you do not have a strategy around maintaining your relationships with inactive customers, they're going to move over to someone who is giving them the time of day, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is having your upsells ready for your current customers, right? And I think we kind of touched on this last week. Where are you able to move your customers into the next step of their journey, right? So did any of you give more thought to that? Those of you who were on the call last week, did you spend a little time? Yes, Joanne and Shauna, I see you nodding. Beatrice, yeah. So what other things can you offer those people that are in your pipeline right now, that you are working with right now? What are the next steps for them? Because when customers complete your flagship program, they're either going to say, well, who can help me with the next steps? Or they're going to say, can you help me with the next steps? So are you ready for that question? Are you ready to help your current customers with the next steps, right? So that's number 2. Number 3, and this is similar to number 2, but let's talk about renewals, right? So with renewals, sometimes people have a very short-term compartmentalized view of how they buy, right? So it's up to you to help them, to vision cost with them and help them see and renew their excitement for what they're doing with you right now, right? So you want your relationship with your current customers to last for years to come. So how are you going to do that? What does that mean for you? And how are you going to energize them to renew with you? So how are you going to keep the excitement up and get them back into your pipeline and get them to work with you again and again. And then very similar to renewals is retention, right? This is a big one because we all know the buying psychology goes like this, right? So people come to you, you talk to them, and they get all excited. They say yes, and they have a huge rush of adrenaline, and they're ready to do the work, and they're super excited, and they cannot wait to get to work. And then they get into your program, and they get massively overwhelmed, and they suddenly realize how much work that has to go into them having success. So suddenly it's more work than they think it would ever be. So their excitement begins to wane, and they get quiet and they disappear. I see this with the team. I see this with the team, right? People come to university and they get all excited, and then it all gets too much. But people go from an unconscious incompetence and not knowing how to succeed and into investing into you and your programs and joining a container with you where they can succeed. And they now realize that, they have the energy, how much energy has to go into them being successful. And then you watch their inspiration plummet. So you need a strategy to resell them on the dream, to recreate the strategy, recreate the structure, recreate the accountability to keep them moving forward. And that is where future costing is so helpful. I know I mentioned that before, but if you can keep your clients, your current clients, dreaming with you, if you can show them the vision and you can help keep that vision close for you, that's what we all do. That's why we're all here, right? So this week, take some time and energy towards these things, because this will make a huge difference to your bottom line. So inactive customers, having an upsell ready, taking some time with your renewals, seeing what kind of renewal strategies you have in place, and then client retention. Any questions, any comments, any additions? Yeah. Okay, so something to think about this week. Keep that ball rolling. Thank you all for being here today. I love seeing you all every week, and see you next week, same time, same place. Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vanessa, can I ask you a question?
Yes, honey.
We were texting this week about me asking Rob for some help, and you said, I sometimes don't know how to use you guys. I don't know what's okay sometimes, because so I don't want to like.
No. With Rob, the best is to email.
Okay.
So if you don't have his email, let me know. I can send it to you.
I do have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just email him. Bye, Shauna. Yeah, just email him. And he said he will help you personally with whatever it is you're struggling with. Just outline your questions, do like question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he will send you answers. And if you need to hop on a call and discuss, then just let me know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was doing just that. So I just wanted to check.
Rob's not huge on the phone calls or the Zoom calls.
No, that's fine. No, that's
pretty much
fine.
everything through email, but he was like, just tell Joanne to, because I told him, I'm like, she's stuck. He's like, just tell her to email me. I'll help her. Like, okay, good. Awesome.
Yeah, I almost gave up last week. I was like, I'm done. I'm over.
No. Don't get yourself. That's why you have us.
Okay.
That's why you have. You just reach out.
Okay, cool.
So
I'm just going to take some time to make those questions. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
All right, my sweetheart. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Feel better.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.